In this tutorial, you'll learn how to allow users who created an account with their email address to reset their password and sign out of the app. The content of this tutorial assumes you have a Firebase account and have configured your app for user authentication with Firebase. If not, we recommend you handle these steps first, which you can learn more about in our docs. Okay, let's get to it. We've added a Forgot Password label to the sign-in screen, a new Reset Password screen, and a simple sign-out button within the app. Let's start with the Forgot Password flow. Click the Forgot Password label, drag the When label click block, and drop it in the workspace. Click Control, drag the Navigate to block, and drop it within the label click block. We want to take the user to the Reset Password screen. Now let's head over to that Reset Password screen. We want to trigger Firebase to send a password reset email to the entered email address when the user clicks Send. Click the Send button's name in the component tree and drag the When button click block into the workspace. Under App Features, click Sign In, drag the Firebase Reset Password for block, and drop it within the button click block. Right-click on the block and select Show Advanced Block. Replace the placeholder email block with the email address the user typed into the text input field. We'll build out our standard error handling by adding an if-do-else block to the Reset Password block and saying if there is an error, set the error label's text to that error. If there isn't an error and the password reset request is successful, Firebase will send an email to the user's email address, so let's communicate that to them. We can reuse the error label and simply provide the appropriate text. As we have it, our users would be trapped on this screen as we've not added functionality to the Back to Sign In label. Let's remedy that by taking them back to the sign-in/up screen. Let's check it out. If there is an account associated with that email address, Firebase will send an email with a link to allow the user to reset their password. You'll likely want to log into your Firebase console and edit the default template emails to match your brand. Okay, let's move on to signing out. Click the Sign Out button in the component tree, drag the When button click block, and drop it in the workspace. Under App Features, click Sign In, drag the Firebase Sign Out block, and drop it within the button click block. Right-click on the block and select Show Advanced Block. Again, we'll build out our standard error handling. If there isn't an error and the sign-out request is successful, we'll do two things. First, we'll set the stored user ID and email variables to null. Then we'll navigate the user back to the Sign Up In screen. Let's hop into the app in Thunkable Live. We'll sign a user in so we can experience the full user sign-out flow. And just like that, we've allowed a user who created an account with their email address to reset their password and sign out of our app. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and make sure to subscribe to our channel for more great content. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, innovation should have no limits.